Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is December 3rd. It's about 5:30 and just got parked here on this public piece and pretty excited about this morning. We saw a lot of deer driving in. I'm out here with my dad and we're going after another public land deer today. Coming off the greatest hunt of my life, getting a public land buck out here. I hope you guys have checked that video out, but we're at a totally new spot several miles away from where I shot that deer, but we know there's good bucks out here, and then we know there's definitely a lot of deer sign in this spot. So it's about a mile in. We're gonna get hiking, dealing with some thunderstorms actually for December. That's crazy, but we got upper 40s temps, south wind, so everything's looking good. And as I mentioned, the deer were definitely moving this morning, so get changed, try to stay dry, and we'll get out to the spot and we'll catch up with you all there.
Alright, it's about 8 a.m. now and the rain is finally letting up here. We got into this spot that I wanted to get into on this east facing slope that clears up a good bit. It's a good spot, and we hunkered down under this big rock to stay out of the rain because it dumped pretty good around 7 a.m. We didn't notice until the sun came up, but on both sides of us there are two pretty fresh rubs. So the bucks definitely have been in here. We're hoping to catch them cruising these bedding areas that are around us, looking for those last hot does. So it's gonna turn into a pretty good morning, I think. We ran into like 3 or 4 trucks that came into the parking area right as we were walking in. We talked with them, but quite a lot of hunters who came in. Looks like they're going to be staying up the mountain. We heard one gunshot at about sunrise, but couldn't quite tell where it is. It was pretty far away, but so far so good. And we're going to be moving down this ridge. I got a camera maybe 100 yards down this ridge on a scrape, so we can check that out and see what's been in here. Otherwise, just gonna hope we get lucky today. Glad the rain is clearing up, so we'll see what comes through.
Alright, y'all, headed home now. Didn't end up seeing anything. A little bit humbling after my last hunt out on this piece of property. Those guys that we talked to in the parking lot ended up walking in right on us anyways. But that's just public land hunting. Luckily we were able to check a camera that I've had out there since early October, and it turns out we probably should have been out there in early November because there was a giant 9-point buck showing up, and it looks like he was there with another smaller 8-pointer, and then there was even another buck that I call a shooter as well. So there's definitely deer out there. It's just looks like we might have missed them, and it looks like this parking area and this part of the public actually is getting a lot more action than I thought from other hunters. So all in all, really good morning. We had a lot of fun, and once the rain quit, it was actually a really beautiful morning. So we don't know when we'll be out here next, but until then, guys, I'll see you. Thanks for watching.
Last day of the season. What do you say?
I know, right?
One last day to get a buck on that public land. Let's go, Pops. Christopher. Ready to get it done?
Huh?
You ready to get it done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Alright, boys, let's do it.
Well, good morning. It is January 7th, just about 8 a.m. We've been sitting on this point here looking into this drainage the past hour, and haven't seen anything. But it's the last day of Virginia's deer season. and we're out here on public. I'm with my brother and my dad, and we're deciding to split it up. My dad's headed back over this ridge, and he's gonna cut around this big killer cut and meet me and my brother on the other side. We're gonna go to this side. We did bump one on the way in, so it's kind of a good sign. Sometimes we don't see anything out here, so we know there's at least deer in the area. So.
Well folks, that's going to be a wrap here on public land in Virginia. It's about 11:15. We're getting back up the trail now and didn't end up seeing any deer. We hiked a good bit, probably like 4 or 5 miles today, and just never came across, we came across a lot of sign, but we never saw an actual deer. And like I said, we know the deer use the area. It's just this is the most monotonous timber. There's not a lot of mitigating characteristics about this place. There's places where you can find deer and you cannot find deer, and I guess we were in a place where we weren't going to find deer. But this public land is just an awesome resource for us to use, and I had my best season ever out here. I was on deer pretty much my whole time hunting, and ended up sealing the deal on one of the nicest bucks I've ever shot, and it's just been a dream of a season. And to close things out here on public land, the last day of the season just seems right. It's unfortunate my dad or my brother couldn't get one out here, but there's always next season, and the more time we spend out here, the more things we learn. So excited for next season. We'll be out here probably for squirrel hunting here in the next couple of weeks, but as for deer, this will be it for public land. I appreciate you guys watching the Public Land Diaries series for this season. It was a fun one. It was a record book season for me, and I hope you guys tune in for next season's channel. Until then, guys, I'll see you from the woods next time.